Namaste, my friends. Pavel Kalagin with you today again, yoga teacher in the tradition of Swami Shivananda. I'm in my little ashram in Brooklyn, so I'm sorry I'm without top clothes. It's pretty hot today. Yeah, like I said, I'm in Brooklyn. I teach about 30 years, about 38 years. I study yoga, so I have experience. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone, or I'm not gonna try to uh, teach you how to live your life. I don't like to argue. I don't like um, to do brainwash, to push you, to force you. It's just coming from my experience. I don't want you to uh, make my mistakes who on the spiritual path. For the yogi, it's kind of a message from heart. Yeah, and I'm not saying any big guru or anything, but I'm trying my best. I'm not looking at the camera all the time because my eyes are getting tired. Yeah, I have video about eyes, by the way, here on the channel. Yoga for eyes. I recommend it to you, so it's a very good one. It's helping me a lot. So this channel is about spirituality, about meditation, relaxation, many videos, many topics. Mostly my videos. They kind of not connected to each other. Some of them with other gurus. We have like we did it together, and I'm still doing it together with some gurus about different topics. Yeah. Like I said, I don't like to force you or anything like that. I'm not fanatical. I'm not in any organization. But I am in tradition. I initiated to tradition. Yeah, with mantra and everything. My spiritual name is Sankara. Yeah, and I'm publishing my own books with yoga phrases. It's like aphorisms, like spiritual phrases. Yeah, and I call them sutras. So doesn't matter which name of it, shlokas, whatever. Yeah, and in one book I have about 7,000 of them. It's my main book. It calls The Essence on the Altar of Love. You can download it from or read it from my website. The information will be below the video. I do pretty much the same introduction as usual, so I think it's polite. I don't know who, when, and where will see this video. Yeah, maybe who's watching me all the time. It's a little bit annoying, but for some new people, I think it's okay to know who am I and what is going on here. Yeah. Yeah, that's about 7,000 phrases in this book. It's absolutely free on my site, and you can Google it also, download it from there. The Essence and the Altar of Love, Pavel Kalagin. So I may stop a little to think, to pick up the right word to explain something difficult in a spiritual way, because it's not easy enough even for people who knows English well. English my second language. Yeah, and I have few more platforms, Facebook and Instagrams. For these days at least, I put my phrases over there. So please come. I will be glad to see you. Put your comments. I would be really appreciate it. Yeah, not because of likes or so. It's important for many people. Like if you're saying something, your opinion, it might be very useful and very important for other people, for some person. Yeah. for me also. So let's just speak, let's just communicate. I'm just trying to bring you from like regular routine. I'm not saying life is bad, but anyway, to think more about very important things we're supposed to think, I believe. Yeah, about God, about soul, about who we are, why we're here, and many, many other important questions. Yeah. So that's pretty much, this is it. I'm gonna read my phrases and I'm gonna explain it my way. It's got many angles of it, like each of them. So you write me back, so I'll appreciate it. And with dialogue we can understand something. It's like we're learning from each other pretty much. Yeah, and I'm gonna do comments on them. So like I said, I don't see well. I'm gonna read like slow. I am using the lens. Yeah, life is a dream in reality. It's kind of unusual sutra, like some of them not logic, like I'm saying all the time, kind of poetry, or yeah, you have to meditate on it. Life is a dream because why it's a dream, we spoke about it already many times. It's kind of in Vedic culture, in yoga, it's we call it Maya, like great illusion, like we don't see things how they are like for real. We're just using our senses, and it's pretty subjective, not objective. So we don't know like what exactly thinks about us, like for sure. Everybody thinks and feels different about them. Yeah, only when you're enlightened you're gonna feel it, and you're gonna feel one with everything. So so the first part of the phrase, we're dreaming in the reality. Yeah, it's about Maya. Why it's in reality? It's a very good point, because many traditions, let's say like Tantra, some tantric traditions, they saying it's also the reality. It's no Maya. The Maya, like illusion, it's also the reality. It's also creation of God, and it's also exists. And I agree with that also. You know, like it's very hard to say this computer not exist in a way, right? But in the same time, it's like Shankara way, Vedantic way, Yoga Vedanta way, philosophy. It's kind of the saying, kind of, yeah, in the scriptures, in the holy books. Like we're in a dream, and there is no reality before you get enlightened. But some tantric tradition, like it said, like you know, like I'm saying, like they saying everything is kind of reality. Like even if we're not realizing, if it's realizing everything, not aware of it completely, but partly we are. So and it's not kind of fight between them. It's not kind of, I'm not saying the tantric traditions are right and Vedanta is not right. They both right. You know, like it's that's why I like yoga too much. Yoga is like balance of everything. When you kind of yogi, you understand, like you're not judging. You're trying to find the harmony. in everything, because it is harmony for God, like from very beginning. Maybe it's sometimes it looks scary and real bad and real like disaster, pain, but still it's got creation. What can you do? You can do your best with your work, with your karma on yourself. But to say God what to do, it's very hard. Yeah, so we're kind of somewhere else right now. So it's two points of view here we have. It's coming from my sutra, like I'm trying to point like on it, point it, like to think about it. So some people are saying it's not real, and some people say it also. They could be enlightened, both of them. It's not real, but it's just words. It's all about experience. So it's all about point of view. It's not like I said, somebody right or wrong here. It's not even exist in creation. It's not in it. It's not such a thing even. It's only in our mind. So the mind could be right or wrong, but anyway, no matter what tradition's saying, it's just philosophy. It's just words. But the truth, the God is one anyway. So in the same time, think about it, it's an important point. It's not real in the same time. You can think like that. Because we're kind of limited by our senses, right? It's obvious. And in the same time, it's not completely illusion, like Vedanta saying. Like it's very hard to say your son or your daughter or the moon is illusion. In a way it's true also. So they're both right. And another point, if you understand something, don't try to put away like instantly, right away, what it was wrong you were thinking about and now you're right. It's gonna be many times then. Then you're gonna think, find something else, and you're gonna say that, oh, that's the truth, that's the thing. To listen from, to read some book or to be on some satsangs, to listen for gurus or whatever. And you're gonna drop everything it was before, try not to do that. It's not necessary if you're on your path, if you're doing something with, if you're growing, if you're student with one guru, the previous guru was wrong and bad, and you got further and it was, and what it was before, it was like lower level or something. Try not to think like that. Everything in a creation happening on time, for each situation, certain time. So it was good for this time, to this period of time, and the way you are right now, maybe it's not you're not agreeing with that right now. But for that time, it was okay. So just try to to be appreciated about it, about everything. Like I'm always saying, like people asking, it's evolution or God, it's both. Evolution, it's just little part of time, it's just little part of God. It exists, but it doesn't mean like God not exist. And if you believe in a God, it's not automatically no evolution at all. It is some. Just be like realistic. Try to be aware of everything. Life is a dream in reality. So please write me back about it. It's a phrase like I could read, I could write the book about it. So it's so much in it. The feeling of happiness depends on the sense of time. Yeah, if you think about happiness, if you meditate on it, it's gonna be obvious for you. Like the happiness, it depends. Like in a way, time not exist. But it's one point. It's going to be another sutras about it. Now we're talking about time. Let's say it exists. So the happiness, like I said, it's like it depends how you feel time. Like if when you're happy, sometimes the time goes really fast, and sometimes it's just freezing, and it's like no time, and you feel your soul, you feel bliss, you feel balance, harmony. You feel one with everything, unity, and you're happy. It's not like no time. And sometimes, when you're really unhappy, the time goes really slow. When you're suffering, especially, every minute it's like years. And sometimes when you're happy, like you don't even feel the time. Or it goes really fast, like you were a kid, remember? And you're not even paying attention on time. You're not dealing with it even. So the happiness, it's kind of connected to how about your connection, your feeling about time. So again, the feeling of happiness depends on the sense of time. Not only about that, but mostly the sense of time, like I explained a little before. So if you work with time, basically when you work with time, it's not exist when you enlighten, but when you, in your mind, it exists. It's a connection between when mind exists, time exists, in opposite way. So it's simple logic. If you want to be happy, Just work with your mind. It's connected to time. The mind like actually creating time, you could say that. Without mind it's not exist, like I said. Ask scientists, they're gonna tell you. It's not only in Vedic culture. So in the material world it's kind of exists, you see things getting older or opposite way. Like in previous sutra, it's kind of exist and at the same time not exist. It's similar, very similar in the last conception. But I don't want to repeat like the same thing. So if you want to be happy, work on your mind. If you're calm, it's already good. If you balance, it's better. It's kind of you're gonna feel the time not too fast and not too slow, like normal. If you're gonna be unhappy, like it's gonna be very slow. Do meditation, mantra helping, asanas, yoga helping a lot. Praying, pranayama. When the mind kind of stops, and when the mind kind of stops, you don't have inner dialogue. The time stops because it depends on mind. When you feel like it's no time, it's not going slow. Like I said, it's going very fast or not at all, not exist. You feel light, you have freedom. Freedom is happiness. You're independent of fears, especially. Not just from something, from yourself even. Think about it. Okay, I think that's enough for today, just 2 sutras, but I spoke a lot, so I don't want to do long videos. Sorry about my English sometimes, but I think you understand everything. So I wish you health and peace of mind. Find your way how to reach the God, your soul, your path, your own path. God bless you. Namaste. See you next time.